Today's story is about two classmates who didn't like each other at all, but circumstances locked them in a place where survival was very difficult. They were stranded together on an island for months. After that, we'll see how they survive on that island and what mischief they do with each other in today's story. Today's story begins with a beautiful girl named Emma who wakes up early in the morning and gets ready for school. Emma is a very good and famous student in her school and has many friends. On the other hand, we see Dean, who is a much lazier boy than Emma. He wakes up late in the morning, goes straight to the bathroom, brushes his teeth, and then immediately comes back and sits down to play video games. His father, Jack, tells him that he'll be late for school. We then see Emma and her younger sister, Stacy, who are dropped off at school by their mother, Barbara. Emma then arrives at school and meets her best friend, Liz, and while they were talking, a student named Steven came and said hi to Emma. Seeing this, Liz started teasing Emma. That same day in the class, Mr. Christensen, their teacher, told them that the bus would leave for the trip to Trinity Island at 7 a.m. the next morning. As he was explaining, Emma arrived late to class, and Dean came from behind and bumped into her saying, "Sorry, princess." After this, when Mr. Christensen was giving more information about the trip, Liz told Emma that Dean was also going on the trip because of his father's money. Then she made a face at Dean. During lunch, Liz told her friends what had happened between Emma and Steven that morning. She said that they would have a week to go on the trip and use their magic to make Emma act with Steven. But Emma said that they should leave all this and concentrate on the trip. While everyone was talking, Emma noticed Dean, who was cutting an apple with a knife. After a while, Miss Collier, a teacher, comes to Dean and scolds him for bringing a knife to school. She then takes him to the principal's office. Liz then tells her friends that Emma shouldn't be hanging out with guys like Dean when a hot guy from school takes a liking to Emma. The next morning, Emma gets ready for the trip and thanks her mother, Barbara, and father, Phil, for letting her go. Dean, on the other hand, doesn't want to go. His father, Jack, tells him how hard they worked to get him on the trip despite him breaking school rules, after which he agrees. Next, we see Mr. Christensen tell everyone to board the bus. While boarding, Steven asks Emma how she is, which prompts Liz to call Emma again, but Emma ignores him. Shortly after, they arrive at Trenton Island. As they disembark, Miss Collier tells everyone they can enjoy themselves in the pool for a while. But everyone has to arrive before dinner, and the program will begin the next day. After a while, Emma and all her friends go to the pool, where she meets Steven, and they all start having fun together. Dean is all alone watching from the balcony. That same evening, one of Emma's friends, Liz, comes and tells her that Steven has invited them to a party on a local boat. Emma refuses, but her friends insist and convince her. They then board the boat for the party. Once there, Emma starts looking for Helen. She sees Steven kissing another girl. Seeing this, Emma starts leaving. Dean, who is watching from the sidelines, tells Emma that her boyfriend is having fun. She tells Dean that she shouldn't bother with all this. Suddenly, the police arrive, having learned that students are taking drugs at the party. They ask everyone to come to the front of the boat. Emma slips and falls into the water, and Dean sees her falling, so he jumps into the water to save her and then rescues her and takes her to a small boat. Now the rope of that boat was attached to the big boat, so Dean cuts that rope, and when Emma asks him, he says that "I don't want to get into trouble with the police. We will reach the big boat after the police leave." But within a short time, that boat goes far away from them, and just then a storm is about to start there. But Dean sees that it does not have a motor. Then suddenly a big wave comes in front of them, and both of them hold on to the boat tightly. After this, it becomes morning, and due to the waves, both of them reach the Arabian Sea with the boat. Dean's phone also got disconnected, so he asks Emma to give her her phone, but there was no network on Emma's phone. Then Emma tells Dean that we should have followed the party boat. Then Dean says that don't worry, someone will come to pick us up. They were talking when suddenly Emma is at a distance, an island is visible, after which Dean starts taking the boat towards that island, and after a lot of difficulties, both of them reach that island, and after reaching there, Emma again checks the phone network, but there is no network there also. Dean finds a flare gun on the boat, takes it, and they both start moving forward, hoping they'll find help. Meanwhile, Due to the previous night's party at the hotel, Mr. Christensen cancels the trip. Lizzie tells Miss Collier that Emma hasn't returned to the hotel, and she thinks she might have been with someone else last night, so she didn't tell anyone. She explains that she last saw Emma on the party board. Mr. Christensen then takes everyone's attendance and discovers that Dean is also missing. This leads them to realize that Dean and Emma are missing from the group. The police arrive and question Emma's friends. Miss Collier asks if there's any way to find them. The police say that such cases happen often, and perhaps they might return on their own, but if they're stranded at sea, it might be difficult to find them. Dean's father realizes this when he learns that his son is missing. Hearing this, they immediately go to the school and meet Emma's mother, Barbara. Phil also arrives at the same time. Everyone, worried, asks the principal about the two children's disappearance, but the principal is unable to give a proper answer, after which the three leave. Meanwhile, Emma and Dean continue walking, and after a short walk, they see a beautiful waterfall in the forest. Dean is impressed, so he asks Emma to take a picture of it, but Emma refuses. She says, "We're stuck here, and you're enjoying it. I needed a good route for my project on this trip. I want to study at Princeton University. If we don't get out of here as soon as possible, everything will be ruined." They continue on, and after a few hours, they reach the edge of the island. They haven't found any way out or any help. Seeing this, they decide to head back to the boat. They return to the boat and find that their boat is not on the shore. The waves have carried the boat away. He went, and now they only find a life jacket there. Then we see that they were tired after walking all day, and the sun also sets. After this, Dean lights a fire and both decide to stay here tonight. Dean sees that Emma is feeling cold, so he takes off his shirt and gives it to Emma. Then both start talking that maybe by tomorrow their parents will find them and take them out. Then we see that it is morning, and Dean wakes up and sees that Emma is not there. He goes looking for her and sees that Emma is writing SOS on the beach. He asks, "What are you doing?" She says that she is trying to save her life, and we have to find drinking water. After that, Dean goes for swimming and Emma starts watching him. On the other hand, at the hotel, Mr. Christensen tells their parents about Emma and Dean, that the police are searching for them, and the police have found a small boat in which both of them were probably. Then Jack says that if the police are not able to do anything, then we can call a private rescue team. But Mr. Christensen says that the police is doing its job well, and they will find the children as soon as possible. We see Emma getting some water to drink when she starts feeling something strange. She feels like someone is watching her, so she panics and leaves. They build a small hut out of leaves to protect themselves from the sun. A little while later, Emma enlarges the letter SOS on the beach, so that if a rescue team passes by, they can find it. They start eating whatever they can find on the island. Dean finds a banana tree, and they pluck it and eat it to their heart's content. It's very hot on the island, and Emma can't wear full pants, and she can't even wear panties, so she cuts off her full pants and makes them shorter. Emma sees Dean sleeping in the hut, so she falls asleep next to him. Suddenly, Dean turns to Emma and puts his hand on hers, but Emma feels good about it and doesn't say anything. The next day, while Emma is bathing in the waterfall, he comes and asks Dean for a sunscreen. Emma tells Dean, "I'm bathing here, so you should go to the other side." Dean replies, "You're the one who asked me to guard here." Emma replies, "There's someone else on the island. That's why I told you." At the hotel, Barb was very worried about Emma. The news was reporting that the case of Emma and Dean's disappearance had been officially closed, and the police believed they were dead and were searching for their bodies. Phil was getting ready to go home because Emma's younger sister, Stacy, was home alone. Barbara was still worried. Phil told Barb that Emma would be found and embraced her. The next day, Jack, along with Barb, took a helicopter to search for Emma and Dean. Night was about to fall on the island, and Emma was telling Dean that she was missing her family. Dean found a human skull there, and Emma was overwhelmed by it. She gets scared and says that he might have also got stuck here like us, and he is in this condition, and now our condition might also become like this. But Dean tells her that he might have been a fisherman or a smuggler who died after coming here, but we have our parents behind us. And we are not alone here, and he assures her that if we continue to be with each other like this, we will never die here and one day we will definitely go back home. After saying this, he starts kissing Emma. Emma was kissing someone for the first time, and she was enjoying it too. Now it was night too. Then what was to happen? Dean crosses all limits and a storm comes on the island. Emma was very happy to enjoy this storm for the first time. Then in the morning, Emma wakes up and sees that Dean is not here, so she starts calling Dean, but she could not find him. Emma gets very scared and goes into the forest to find him. After going a little further, she sees that Dean is digging a hole. Emma was not able to understand why Dean is doing this. Then suddenly Emma falls and she gets hurt on her knee. After which Dean immediately starts healing her injury and tells her that nothing will happen to her. Then both of them start bathing in the waterfall. Here Dean tells Emma that her mother had died in a car accident, and Emma listens carefully to his words. After a while it starts raining, and Dean starts having fun and Emma is happy to see him. After which the two start dancing in the rain, and Dean puts a flower in Emma's hair. Emma tells Dean that she wants to enjoy the storm again. Dean begins preparing to bring the storm once again. The news reports that a month has passed since Emma and Dean went missing, and the police believe they are no longer alive, so they have officially stopped searching for them. However, Emma's friend still believes that Emma and Dean are still alive, and Barb also believes the same. She takes a helicopter with Jack and goes to find her daughter Emma again. To search for them thoroughly, they distribute leaflets containing information about Emma and Dean. After doing all this, Jack tells Barb that they have tried everything, but still they cannot find Emma and Dean. Barbara becomes saddened and goes home, saying maybe they should go back home. Dean tells Emma about a green light his mother told him about, and that it appears at sunset, but Dean has never seen it before. A few more weeks pass, and the two begin to enjoy the island's beautiful environment. They swim in the sea, they bathe and have a lot of fun, and this way they become very close to each other, and whenever they feel like it, they enjoy storms and earthquakes. After all this, Emma asks Dean how he did it for the first time and who she was. Dean says that when I was in school, I had a friend who was older than me. Dean knew that this was Emma's first time, so he asks her how she felt. She says that it was good, but because of the storm, sand got blown in the wrong places. After this, Emma says that she wants to have more experiences, so Dean says that it's okay. Now next we see that both of them go into the forest to collect some fruit. Dean goes a little further and starts picking fruit. Suddenly, they hear the sound of a plane. Both of them start running towards an open area. Dean quickly comes and searches for a flare gun in Emma's bag to signal the plane, but he doesn't find it. By then, the plane has gone far away from them. Then, Emma starts searching for the flare gun again, but she also doesn't find it. When they don't find him, Emma thinks there's someone else on the island stealing their things. Then we see that a few more days have passed, but only one plane has passed over them, and no one has come to rescue them. The two sit in a hut and talk about giving up hope of returning home and deciding to spend their time together in the jungle. Suddenly, Dean hears the sound of an animal, so Dean goes into the jungle to find the animal. Emma becomes worried about Dean, so she follows him. As Dean looks ahead, he sees a black panther and he starts running. After running for a long distance, he suddenly falls to the ground. When Emma reaches Dean, she sees that Dean has a blood-soaked knife and that he has killed a black panther. Then, we see that Emma and all of Dean's friends and parents start their lives without them. Here Emma and Dean has also learned to live on the island and has decided to live his life here because the hope that someone would come to their rescue was now gone. They have also learned to hunt and live in a hut here. Having given up all hope, they spend their days happily with each other. Then one day, Emma starts vomiting. Dean sees this and asks her if she is pregnant. Emma says no, she just threw up. After this, Emma lies down with Dean to feel better. While they are talking, Emma's lost things start falling from above. When they look up, there is a monkey in the tree throwing their belongings. They see that the monkey is holding the flare gun that Dean had not found that day. Emma shows the monkey a banana, and he throws the gun down. After that, they hear the sound of a helicopter from above. They run to an open area. Emma loads the gun and fires. The helicopter crew spots them, after which they are rescued. Finally, both of them are saved. They return after 3 months, and Emma and Dean's friends and parents are overjoyed to meet them at the airport, after which both their parents take them home. After returning home, Dean goes to meet Emma that night, and they talk about how strange it feels to be back. Dean is about to kiss Emma, but Emma refuses and says that her parents are visiting her every 10 minutes. "Maybe you should leave now," she says. "My parents are throwing a party to celebrate their return, so you should come too." The next day, everyone gathers at the party, and Emma's parents start talking about their children's return. Stacy asks Dean why he's not with everyone, and Dean says that he doesn't like to mingle with everyone. Dean then gestures for Emma to come with him, but Emma doesn't come and ignores him. Seeing this, Dean leaves the party. Afterward, everything returns to normal, and Emma returns from the island. She becomes very famous, but Dean remains lonely. Whenever Emma and Dean pass each other, they just look at each other. A few days later, Emma calls Dean, but Dean doesn't pick up. We then see Stacy go into Emma's room and tell her, "We missed you so much after you went missing, and Mom and Dad were very worried. We thought we might have lost you completely, but today we're all together and very happy." Emma tells Stacy, "You're a great sister to me." They decide to go to prom together. We then see Dean visit his mother's grave and cry a lot, missing her. On the night of the prom, Dean is watching TV when his father asks him if he'd like to wear his coat to the party. Meanwhile, Emma arrives at the party with her sister. Liz comes up to her and starts leading Emma forward to give her a surprise. Then, Emma sees Dean standing outside in the rain wearing a coat and waiting for her. Seeing this, Emma starts remembering everything that happened on the island. After this, coming out of the party, Emma goes to Dean, and here both of them are very happy and start kissing.